I guess we gotta take the. Yeah, I made a mistake and uploaded it. I gotta go back. But so there's this one particular night. Like we always talk about movies, talking about life goals and everything like that. And then we ended up getting more into like, cause he was always talking about his job, and the job that he works at is his second baby's mom, dad's shop or whatever. Um, and he's been working there for years or whatever, and I think at this time they was like gonna promote him to a supervisor at this time. So he would tell me a lot of stuff that the people were doing there, like, because he was like, he used to make a lot of money because when people would not show up for work, he would just like end up, just because they got paid by the shift, and if they didn't come, like they just lost out on that money that it was supposed to make that day. So I would hear all these crazy shit that was going on at his job, which was so funny to me because I could not stop laughing at a lot of the stuff that he was saying and doing or whatever. But mind you, like, I'm also high too. So then it's like, because my youngest son had a bad habit of when he would come over, when Devon would come over, he would always has to use my phone. And at this time they already went to like 2 or 3 phones by this time, so his phone is broken. So of course I would let him use my phone, so that way he wouldn't disturb me and Devon. And then he was telling me how he would take his daughters to like cheerleading practices, and like he would be hitting me up on weekends where he would be at cheerleading practice with them, or birthday parties and stuff like that. So, which I always kept finding so cute because he always would find the time to hit me up in little events like that. So one time he comes and he was talking about how he was going to the cheerleading competition with, the tournaments with his daughter or whatever. And of course, all the football moms, because, she cheered for the little league or whatever. Of course, all the football moms are, like, he's saying they checking him out and stuff like that. I'm not getting jealous because, of course, he's good looking. I'm not gonna get mad over that or whatever. But then he goes into saying how, what is cheerleading gonna do or whatever. And I'm trying to convince him of, like, he was like, cheerleading is not gonna lead you to being professional. And I was like, you can become a professional cheerleader like that. And he just looked at me like, I'm not trying to say it in that point, like, but he was like, yeah, but having to be out there and in the sun, like, I rather, not that he rather, but it was like he was like hinting that he wanted a son so that he could take them to basketball practice and taking him to football practice and all that other stuff. So I'm kind of catching the vibe that he's like, because he's like, not that saying that, but I'm trying to say, like, yeah, but that's, cheerleading really going to build up her social skills. She's going to have more confidence in herself, because he kept saying that his baby mama kept putting a lot of makeup on his daughter and making her look more grown. And he told me about another incident where she has a phone herself, and she was at the park, and she was playing around with, she was playing around with other kids or whatever. And I guess she gave one of the boys her phone number or whatever. And mind you, she looks like him, but the second baby mama is Spanish. So you can tell, like, she's mixed. She's really like, she's mixed. Like, you could definitely tell she's mixed. But she just have his green eyes. So as he's telling me this or whatever, he's also telling me how when he's seen that she gave, or she took one of the boys' number, or the boy took her number, when they got in the car, he kind of like chastises her. And he was like, I wasn't young, you know, like I was like, I know. I know the way you're talking about, so you ain't gotta worry or whatever. Because it was like he was always trying to make sure, like, he wasn't offending me, if that made any sense or whatever. But I understood, you know. And then he makes a comment like, oh, I guess she likes dark-skinned guys or whatever. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, like her daddy. Like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that out loud because his second baby mama is Spanish, but I've never seen his first baby mama, so I don't even know what she looked like. So when that time comes where he's hinting at, you know, like he wants to take um, his child to like basketball practice and football practice, and I was like, well, get her into football and basketball. And he was like, she likes to cheer, so he knows she's not gonna do that. So in my head, I'm like, what the fuck is he hinting at? Because I know he's not trying to say he want a baby with me. That's how I'm thinking, like, because like I said, I still don't know where we stand. And I feel like if you're considering having a baby, and I know this is double standard, but I didn't really like vocalize that to him. Like, this is how I was feeling internally, but because like I didn't know where exactly he stood, I never really expressed that to him.